Hello and welcome to the latest edition in my little 3 and 3 series when I tell you 3 quite interesting facts about one of my books. And to celebrate Relight My Fire, book 4 in the Stranger Times series coming out on January 25th, I am going to do one for each of the first 3 books in the Stranger Times series. So without further ado, let me start the timer and we're off. So, no we're not. Now we're off. Good. Right, this is book 1, The Stranger Times. I should tell you first off, first important fact, shouldn't exist. That's the main thing you should know about it. Basically, when I wrote that, the bunny books had taken off. They were doing pretty well. And the idea was I should now write a serious crime book so that I could prove to people I was a serious author. And I had loads of ideas. I sat in my office. I had some good ideas for crime books and, still have them. Might end up even writing some of them someday. But I was kind of working through that list and I woke up one morning, remember the sitcom script I wrote like a decade before that nobody had any interest in, but I always loved. And I started thinking it through, and literally about an hour later, I had decided that this was what I was writing. The important lesson there for me, and feel free to take this into your own life, is genuinely, I realised I should do, when it comes to these things, frankly, as like, obnoxious as it sounds, whatever the hell I want. Because I've realised that I write best when I'm excited. And I'm very lucky that everything I write, the Stranger Times and the Bunny books and other things, very excited about writing them. I think that's the key to keeping my career going and stuff. People always ask about the Bunny books and Stranger Times books and which ones you prefer. The whole point is I love doing them all. And the variety is what keeps it exciting for me. So that's fact. My point is, do what you love. Fact number 1. Number 2, the title, The Stranger Times. It wasn't, I actually wrote the thing. The entire thing was written with the title, What Stalks the Night, which you might remember from the book was the headline of the newspaper when there's a big expose in it. I had that, and then it was basically considered that was probably a bit too hammer horror, which is fair enough. And then I hit on the idea of using Manchester song titles, and I had it sort of in my head. I was calling it Grounds for Divorce, which is a song by the brilliant band Elbow, which is genuinely probably one of my top 5 songs of all time. I love it. But we then decided, actually, if you're going to have it straight, the easiest thing to do was call it The Stranger Times, so it ended up being just The Stranger Times, but brackets in my head, it's always Grounds for Divorce. Having said that, I might end up using that title later on for some other book, because I love that song, and it needs to be used. The third thing, by the way, it's always interesting as you get notes about, like, bear in mind, there's some quite out there stuff in the book. One of my favourite notes I ever got was near the end of the book, without giving anything away, there's 2 people sitting in a car outside a hospital in Manchester, and a guy runs by in a hospital gown, the opening at the back, runs by in the middle of the day out on the street and looks like he's clearly running away from police because he's looking behind him and stuff. And they went, and my editor went, that's a bit mad, that's a bit odd. I went, yeah, that really happened. I was sitting at lights in Manchester outside a hospital, and a guy ran by, clearly legging it out of custody in the hospital. Bare arse cheeks running down the road, and that was probably my all-time favourite Manchester moment. And there you go, that's the 3 and 3 for The Stranger Times. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.